Guys, so I received this question: if I had 400 bucks, what phone would I be looking at? So I have three phones that I really like here that are around the $400 price point. I just want to do sort of an overview of these devices. Please be sure to check out my full videos on all of these devices, the unboxings, the gaming tests, all that stuff I do have. So I want to start off with the Note 10 here. I think this is still an excellent device, and you can also get the Note 10 Plus if you want a bigger phone. That is 6.8 inches. This is 6.4. I like this one a little bit more because, again, I like kind of like, you know, being able to hold the phone without having to, you know, have the hand strain or whatever if you have smaller hands. But yeah, the Note 10 is just aged really well. And also, you know, the unique thing with this phone is, of course, the stylus. We went over it in the unboxing. Be sure to check the videos that I've done. I've done gaming tests on these phones and unboxings on all of these phones. Just go to YouTube search bar, type in LG V60 Matthews Tech or whatever, and you'll see all unboxings and comparisons, guys. So please do check that out. The Note 10 is still an older flagship phone, Snapdragon 855, beautiful dynamic AMOLED display on here. Like I said, you have the stylus on here. It's still extremely fast, and it's one of my favorite looking phones with the psychedelic shifting color. Is awesome. It's also got great cameras on here as well, and pretty much all the bells and whistles with the Samsung desktop support, reverse wireless charging as well, which I can't do. I'm under 30. It's got all the stuff that you could really want for the cheap. And the screen on here is beautiful. Even though it's a 1080p display, it is still a very beautiful display. I believe the Note 10 Plus is a 1440p display. The cameras on here are awesome as well. You just get some beautiful shots on here. I was really happy with how image quality came out, dynamic range. Like I said, be sure to check out those videos. But yeah, it was just really nice, guys. So I just really enjoy using the Note 10 Plus. It's got everything you want. IP68. Battery life is pretty decent. I can get a full day's battery life out of this phone. Again, I'm a light user. I'm not a heavy gamer. Gaming on here is still great with the Snapdragon 855. It's a really solid phone. Like I said, anybody who is into digital artwork, hands down, you're gonna go with a Note phone. You can get this one. It's really good and for cheap. So I just really love this phone. If you're into digital artwork, look at the YouTube videos. This is a really accurate stylus for that. So next, I want to talk about the LG V60 here, because this is also a really great phone. As you can see, it's around 350 bucks. This phone is built like a tank. It is just like, I've dropped this thing so many times, and I mean, this thing is just like, I don't think it'll break easy. It is just an awesome device. It probably has the most features out of, you know, these two phones, because of, you get the dual screen case. Now again, I opted not to use the dual screen case because, you know, when you're taking this phone around with you, it's already kind of big and heavy, so, you know, I just opted not to. But the dual screen case, if you're really into multitasking, basically think about it as having just two phones connected like this, and you're just full screen applications on both screens. It is really awesome for people who are really power users on their phone. Also, you have a great 1080p AMOLED display on here. Very sharp. This phone actually does have the headphone jack for the quad DAC. That's one of the highlights with this phone. Anybody that's really serious about audio is gonna love the V60 here. Also, you have all your bells and whistles, wireless charging. You also have great cameras on this device as well. I really enjoy taking pictures on here. You get some really clean selfies on here as well. Video is fine. It's a triple camera setup, and it takes great photos. And yeah, so no issues with the image quality on the V60. It's really great. And yeah, so we know LG is leaving the marketplace. So I would definitely, if you want a phone to last you, this was on LG's update list. So if you want a phone to get you through the next 2 years, then definitely check out the V60 here. Like I said, headphone jack, really beast of a stereo speaker setup on here as well. Extremely loud speakers, very crisp and clear on here, and all the little bells and whistles that you expect with a flagship, NFC, all that good stuff is on here. And this phone has a massive battery. It has the best battery life out of these two devices. It's got a 5,000 milliamp battery. Standby time is awesome, and just battery life in general is just excellent on this device. So if you want a powerful phone with the Snapdragon 865, if you check out the gaming test, the gaming on here is just phenomenal. There's pretty much nothing you can't play on here. Remember, for 400 bucks, you're pretty much playing any game that you want. So that is really awesome as well. And last, I want to talk about the Galaxy S20 FE. This phone is really almost a near perfect phone, especially for the price point. I think it has the best cameras out of the bunch as well. So if you're really, keen on cameras here, then the S20 is definitely where it's at. It just takes some phenomenal photos, really good nighttime photos as well, daytime photos. I just think it has the best cameras out of this bunch. It's super sharp, super color accurate. I just really enjoy taking photos on this guy, just full of detail as well. And also, it's the only phone on this table here with the 120 hertz refresh rate as well. So this phone is super silky smooth, and also this phone does a great job with gaming. It plays Fortnite at 60 FPS. Like I said, check out that gaming test. I was really impressed with that as well here. And you have a great display, dynamic AMOLED display, and this one has all of the bells and whistles as well. It does have the reverse wireless charging, the Samsung desktop support. I mean, it's got everything for the cheap stereo speakers, NFC, pretty good battery life as well. And yeah, it's really almost a perfect phone. Like I said, it just needs, I felt like this phone, for it to be a fan edition, I feel like it really needed a headphone jack. I feel like that's what fans would really want. But hey, so I think Samsung's got to sell the wireless earbuds or whatever. So yeah, so this phone just does a great job. It's extremely fast with the Snapdragon 865, great display, great speakers, and I think some phenomenal cameras still. So definitely check out the S20 FE here. Yeah, so these are just some phones that I would highly recommend. Please check those videos out on these phones, and I think you'll really enjoy any of these phones for your specific needs here. So be sure to let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.